Welcome to another week of a friendly nudge. So this week we're going to make a dish with cabbage, pecorino romano cheese, some toasted peppercorns, some butter, olive oil, and a little salt. And you could also use Parmesan Reggiano. I like to buy the blocks of cheese and then grate it as I need it. And the thing I love about cabbage is it's hearty, it's inexpensive, and you don't have to worry about it going bad in the fridge in just a couple of days. So I think it's a versatile vegetable that probably needs more love. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to get everything prepped, and this will come together quickly. So let's get the cabbage cut in half, and then we're going to cut out the core, because that stuff is tough and hard. I don't see a reason to use it. So that's going to go off to the side. And it cuts out pretty easy if you've got a sharp knife. And if your knife isn't sharp, it's just a great way to end up cutting yourself. Because I've cut myself more with dull knives than sharp ones. So we're just going to get this cut real thin, and then we'll cross cut it. We'll do that with both halves, and just get it cut up, in fairly small pieces. And then I'm putting the peppercorns, and I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a couple of teaspoons of peppercorn in a hot skillet. And what you can see is all of a sudden the peppercorns start to move by themselves. That means that they're ready to go. And I'm going to put that into a mortar and pestle, and we will crack the peppercorns using that. But part of what I'm seeing here is, is the skillet hot enough to use? If you pour a little bit of water in a stainless skillet or carbon steel and it kind of floats around like that, that means that the skillet's hot enough to use. So now I'm going to use just a little bit of olive oil, and then I'll add a little bit of butter to it as well. And that, it's just, the measurement on the butter is it's a chunk of butter. I think it's probably, a tablespoon and a half. I've taken it off of the flame just because it's browning a little bit anyway. I just, I didn't want to obviously burn it. And then we'll put that back on the flame, and then I'll start adding the cabbage to it. So just going to get that melted and ready to go. And then now we're going to add the cabbage. We'll get that all dumped in, and then just kind of get it stirred in so that we're kind of distributing the oil and the butter throughout the cabbage, instead of having it to where one part of it is all nice and buttery and the other is just sitting there trying to figure out how it missed out. So we're going to get it kind of stirred in. And then I'm going to put the lid on, and I'll go ahead and crack those peppercorns using the mortar and pestle. And then, once we're going to kind of set those aside, we're going to be adding those. And I missed videoing the step where I added them in, but we'll do that here in just a minute. So basically, whenever you put the cheese in, then you're going to add the peppercorns. So we're getting ready to add the peppercorns in now. So there we go. So now there's the cheese going in. This is also when the peppercorns are going to go in. And now you're just going to stir the cheese in and let it get melted. So it's just going to take another couple of minutes, and this thing's going to be ready to cook, ready to serve. This stuff, I think it will become a regular part of your meals. I think, if you hate cabbage, obviously this isn't going to redeem itself. But I think this one is absolutely delicious. So have a wonderful week and play with your food.